You okay?
Well, it's weird because it feels like a Sunday, but it's not a Sunday because we're doing this on Friday.
We are indeed.
Why aren't we doing it Sunday?
Because you didn't want to pay me.
No, correct.
Full titles! In terms of this government,
What?
can I just say I'm absolutely flabbergasted with how bad they have been. I think most people were concerned about how bad a Labour government would be. We knew that Keir Starmer is very, very, very left-wing. He's essentially a communist, let's face it.
With funny haircut. Like a lesbian haircut.
That's the least of his problems, I think. He's got the personality of a potato as well. But I don't think anybody could have imagined how bad this start has been to a Labour government. Can I just give you a bit of a rundown of the...
Let's hear. Come on, I know you've been up all night preparing your homework.
Can I just give you a rundown?
Go.
So decide yourself who you think... Well, you can tell who you think is the biggest clown.
Here you go, viewers.
Ready? We've got a Home Secretary who's more concerned with social media posts and this mythical far right than an illegal migration crisis. We've got record numbers of people coming over in boats. We seem to have done nothing to stop that.
Nothing.
We've got a Culture Secretary who wants to nationalise Oasis because she couldn't get tickets. We've got a Justice Minister releasing thousands of prisoners, you know, only to replace them, you know, with bored grannies who put out slightly shitty social media posts. We've got an eco-mad Energy Secretary who's spending billions of pounds of our money on these crazy net zero schemes, and all they'll do is just make us poorer, make not a jot of difference to the world's emissions, and just destroy our energy security. So we've got a Foreign Secretary who...
Go on, keep on with your list.
Foreign Secretary, so he suspended arms sales to Israel, right?
Yeah,
one of our biggest allies, who is, you know, was attacked and is still under attack, right? Now, Israel, according to Kemi Badenoch, they have not broken international law, and everybody is now saying, this is political. This isn't a legal decision, it's political. You're not holding any other country to the same standard. And bearing in mind, Israel, the repercussions of this as well, Israel is our third biggest supplier of arms. So the repercussions of this are huge on an international stage. You've got a housing minister, Angela Rayner, who wants to scrap the right to buy scheme, which she used to get on the property ladder and make 50 grand's profit from. I mean, talk about pulling the ladder up after, you know, and also get rid of 25% council tax discount. You've got a chancellor whose first move was to freeze pensioners to death by taking away their winter fuel payment, but at the same time having billions and billions of pounds to pay the public sector workers and train drivers. And you've got a Prime Minister who seems to want to suck the joy out of life, have control over every aspect of our life, and jail us for freedom of speech. I've never known anything of it.
The last one to leave Britain turned the light out.
They seem to hate pensioners. They hate the working class. They hate what should be...
Hate me.
Oh, yeah, they hate you. But they hate the people who should be Labour's core voters.
I know.
And they're just throwing everybody under the bus. And I don't know... Well, we know what they're trying to achieve because it's bowing down to a demographic whose votes they are trying to get. And unfortunately... Everybody is suffering because of it. And this thing with the Prime Minister just sort of clamping down on dissent, freedom of speech. Like I say, they seem to want to control every aspect of our lives. And people don't want that, do they, Jim? We're adults.
They don't. How easy is it to cheat?
What, with mental illness?
Yeah, you just go and say...
Every bugger's got one at the minute.
Everyone's got
to be honest...
Everyone? What about my... Oh, he's a DCFC. he's MGBGT. He's got names, letters after their names all the time. Oh, she's got this lad. He's a bit DPS, GPS.
ADHD's the new one, isn't it?
Everything. Everyone's got letters after their name. No one's sane anymore.
Well, if you commit a crime, I mean, you just play the mental health card these days, wouldn't you? Just that seems to be the.
Natasha thinks I'm mentally ill. It's gone very quiet in the studio here.
Whoa! I think we're going through a tunnel. Does she?
Yeah. What?
Oh, how awful of her. Oh. So
Bit
do
frosty
we all.
in here this morning, isn't it? Did you not think?
Oh God!
Did you see that fat bloke on the plane?
Yes, that's what I was going to talk to you about. I've got it here. Fat bloke on plane.
What have you got written down?
Well, so he's gone viral, hasn't he? Have you seen the size of him?
Yeah.
Right now.
How does he wipe his arse? How does he get that little stubby arm round there, round that great big arse crack of his?
I don't know, but it's grotesque. But do you know what? If
Must
you want
have a water pistol or something.
If you, but if you want,
Or like a bit of sponge on a selfie stick.
Are we really going into depth about how he wipes his arse?
Yeah. How do people?
I'm not
you
sure
see
that
them
was
great
the
big fat
focus of the
women
story.
walking along.
Yeah.
You think, how does she reach round and wipe that arse with them little fucking, leg of lamb arms she's got, and a great big arse like a 4-seater sofa with us crack in it.
Beautiful
Anyway,
thought.
so should he have paid for 2 seats?
Quite right, he should. Do you know? I mean, how much do they charge you for going sort of bloody kilogram over? It's a bloody month's wage. And you're taking up 2 seats. Look at the weight of your man. And I don't care if you want to eat that much and be that unhealthy. Knock yourself out. I'm not one for clamping down on people's lives, but when it comes to something like that, when we're all paying a fortune for extra weight, etc., and I think it's really unfair for the person sat next to him. Do you not? Can you
Especially if it's
imagine?
warm. Imagine the sweat coming off. So where you draw the line then? Because most of the footballers are lesbians,
If
aren't
you've got
they?
a cock, Jim,
If
is where
they're-
I draw the line.
But would you ban lesbians as well from
No,
playing
of course I
football?
wouldn't.
Well, they're
I wouldn't
more
ban-
blokes. I've seen some lesbians that could fucking knock out
This
Tyson Fury.
This isn't the point. You're a biological female. It doesn't. If you are a biological male, you should not be in women's sports. That is it. And I don't know how anybody can argue that. It's scientifically proven. If you are a man, you have a biological advantage. You've got bigger lungs. You've got a stronger heart. You're fitter. Your muscle strength is more.
Brain,
You can.
much better.
No.
Oh, and it's funny, the one thing that's no different is the brain.
But-
that suits you, girls, doesn't
you
it?
know yourself, and anybody they can argue this until they're blue in the face, but you know yourself. Male records and female records, males are fitter and stronger than women. That is a fact.
Okay,
and,
then.
And within weeks, if you let men in women's sports, within weeks, every female record will be taken by a man, and it's a disgrace. I saw a poster the other day with that picture that Leah Thomas. That bloody bloke who kicked this whole thing off, this swimmer, who was a shit male swimmer and then became like top, number 1 female swimmer. And it said it starts with pronouns, it ends with 6'3" men getting changed in female changing rooms, and that's where we are. We tried to be nice, we tried to be polite, and this is where we are, and we're having our rights destroyed, and it makes me so mad. And we've got, on a serious note, you look around the world at the minute, you've got the Taliban banning women from even speaking in public now. They can't even speak in public. We knew this was going to happen with the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Yeah, but then what's it got to do with us?
What it's going to do, it feels like you've got a French man in court at the minute for drugging his wife and getting men to rape her.
Yeah. Did you see her as well?
Oh, she's so brave. She's so brave. Don't even go wherever you're
I'm not going where I'm going. I'm
Don't
just
go,
saying,
just
the
whatever
poor
you say.
woman, that's what I was about to say.
It's horrific. And then you've got this Ugandan athlete who had
Set
a
fire to.
boyfriend, poured petrol on and set fire. Women's rights are under so much threat across the world. And this is 2024. And you wonder why women are angry about blokes in dresses pretending and taking their spaces and taking their accolades. No, we've had enough. Thank you.
I'm a bit scared now.
I'm being totally spoiled. So I'm 40 in December.
Oh, yeah.
I am 40 and...
I thought you were older.
Oh, he's so predictable and he's such a knobhead, How old are you? 85 in December.
Centimetres.
Yeah, so